beautiful people, welcome back to another video. We recently got back from our Philippines trip, so I thought we would spend a few days just getting back into a routine together. It is pretty early, but I'm getting ready this morning. I'm going to make my latte, I'm going to go teach at the studio, and then head out to the gym. I feel like it definitely is always hard getting back into a routine when you get back from a trip, but I always think that if you get right back on it as soon as you get home, it's just easier to flow back into it. So I gave myself a few days of rest and a few days of just like being easy and not really in my routine, like obviously doing work and teaching in the studio when I needed to, but we're back on my gym routine, back on just getting into it. And so I thought we would spend a few days together. So let's make my latte and let's get ready to head out to the studio. Sunrise is so pretty this morning. I'm enjoying the last few sunrises I get from this little corner before this massive building covers it. The one thing since being home that's really nice is that the sun is like almost fully risen by the time I'm teaching my 7 a.m. So I'm teaching a 7 a.m. and an 8 a.m. today, and I'm like looking over at the window. The sky is basically fully awake. It is going to change soon though, because we're going through the time change coming up on this weekend. But like for this week in teaching my morning classes, I'll enjoy that for both my 7 a.m. and 8 a.m. that it's mostly bright outside, which is so nice and makes such a difference for waking up. Like I always forget how much of an impact the sun rising earlier and setting later makes a difference of like your day, how much longer I can work. Obviously I'm self-employed, my hours are self-directed, and sometimes I may not be able to work in the afternoons, but I may need light to film to be able to work, and I can't do that in the evenings when it's winter and the sun is literally down at 5 p.m. So it does make such a difference to, I feel like, my mental load, my mental clarity, and like being able to wake up early. Like I have been so energized to wake up this week, and I don't think that I'm jet lagged. I genuinely think that it is the difference of the sun rising earlier. But I'm gonna go warm up and get ready for the girls because I've got probably about 20 minutes until people start arriving. Obviously we just got home from the Philippines recently. This actually came while we were away, but I've been waiting for a time to unbox it with you guys. But we finally got our wedding photo album in the mail, so I thought we would unbox it together and look at it. so excited. But we're actually partnering with Milkbook on this video. They sent us over our premium photo album, and they use only premium materials. Whether you've recently gotten married, you're looking to create a perfectly preserved photo book, or maybe you have a trip, or just like something big that you want to make a photo book of. They have so many different formats, and they're the premium place to go to make photo books, wedding magazines, basically anything that you want to preserve memories in. But Alan actually designed the cover of this.
Yeah, I did.
I'm excited.
I totally forgot that I designed it.
I'm excited to see this.
What flat?
Ah, it looks so good. So Alan chose the cover, and I am very happy with it. It looks so good, but it is their matte black leather cover.
I'm glad that we did the matte black.
I am too. We were going to choose the linen, but I think that the black is just a little bit more timeless for us and goes a little bit better with our aesthetic. So great. I also love how big it is. Like, I feel like it's a really good size. We got the large photo book, and like that's in comparison, I guess, to our heads, but I was worried with some smaller formats that if we did smaller photos that you wouldn't be able to see all of the details and like the high quality photography really, really well. But this is, wow, this is so good.
Yeah, it's printed out really well.
But everything looks, wow, absolutely amazing. But I'll also have a link down in the description box that you guys can go and purchase and make your own. There'll be a special discount for you guys down there as well. And you don't have to have a full photo book ready to be made. You can purchase it, get the discount, and then take your time creating your photo book. And however long you need, I know I took, I think, almost a month putting this together back in January. We had like a library of what, like 4,000?
Yeah, there was quite a bit of images.
5,000 photos,
yeah,
and
spent multiple nights working.
Yeah,
on this,
I spent a lot of time going through just to make sure that it was all set up in the way that I wanted it to be. Alan and I are heading out for a little coffee work date this morning. We're headed to Neo Cafe. I really want a matcha, but after all of the matchas and the like phenomenal matchas that we had in the Philippines and Japan, I feel like my standards for matcha have changed so much. Like, Neo used to be one of my favorite places for matcha, and we'll see what I think now after literally just having so many good matchas that I still think it's gonna be one of my favorite places in Toronto, but the level of matcha is just, I feel like it's not comparable. But I did just see that we're getting a Tokyo matcha in Toronto very soon, which is really exciting. We'll see if it's going to be as good here as it is in the Philippines and actually in Japan. But yeah, we're gonna go grab a matcha, get some work done at a cafe. Do a little get ready together. Alan is taking me out for a little early birthday surprise. My birthday is next week. Obviously I turned 25, so he's taking me out to dinner at a place I don't yet know, and then he surprised me with 2 tickets for us to go see La La Land live with like a live orchestra. So in Toronto they do a lot of just like movie productions, so you watch the movie but then there's a live orchestra playing the soundtrack, and La La Land, Harry Potter, and I'd say maybe Lord of the Rings are like the top 3 ones that I think the soundtrack would be and is beautiful with a live orchestra. So we're going to see La La Land. It literally is one of both Alan and I's favorite movies, so I'm very excited for this, and I've never been to one of these, so I'm very excited. Obviously we're watching a movie, so I don't need to go too crazy on the makeup, but we are going out, I think, for a nicer dinner, so I am still gonna put on foundation and do a whole routine. Also, because we just got back from the Philippines, I don't really know what my skin tone is right now. I've got like 4 or 5 different foundation type products going on. I feel like this one might be a little bit too light, but I can warm it up with some bronzer, so I'm gonna go for it. This is the one I've been loving, and it's the Lancome Tint Idol Ultra Wear. It just feels so nice on the skin. Oh, this is definitely too light. That is definitely too light. Okay, I'm gonna mix that then with a little bit of the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk, because this one is definitely a lot of a darker tone, and I think that should be good. Yeah, I think a mix of those two will be perfect, because I felt like the Armani one was going to be too dark, and then thought the Lancome one would be good, but it looks like it was too light. So if I mix these two, perfect, love. Okay, those are two foundations I have been loving. I also have been wanting to try out, I have the MAC Studio Fix that I haven't tried yet just because the shade is a little bit too dark for me right now, so it's more of a summer shade for me. But yeah, I'm turning 25 in just over a week. I think it's about time for a quarter life crisis. 25 to me is finally starting to feel kind of old. Like, not old, but I'm definitely not a, like, obviously teen anymore or even a young adult. Like, I definitely feel 25 is like an adult age number. And I think it's the first birthday in a while that is actually really hitting me. Like 22, 23, 24 all felt pretty similar, and I think they're all ages that like nothing really changes much, but 25 kind of feels a little bit more significant, like a little bit more like I should have my life together, and maybe that's why people have kind of a quarter life crisis, because it definitely feels like a more impactful age to me. For concealer, I usually go for the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk, and I still love this, but the color is a little bit too light for me right now. So I recently tried the Say, I think it's Slip Tint Concealer, but the Say Concealer, and I love it. The consistency is so good. I'd say the only thing I don't love is the applicator brush is a little bit hard. It's not as soft as I would like it to be, but I love the consistency of this concealer. The coverage is really good. The color match is also really good. Because I feel like 25 is such, well, not such, but like a bit more of an impactful number. Actually, it's the first year in a long time. Like, I've never really in my adult life done anything with friends for my birthday. So I'm doing like a bigger birthday party and putting it all together and hosting it at a jazz club, and we'll talk a little bit more about that and like the planning process, because it has been really fun to kind of plan and make a big thing. I loved planning our wedding, and that was a lot of fun, so I felt like I just wanted something else to plan, and event planning is just, it tickles the funny in me a little bit. I love putting together a decor plan and decor setup, and it's definitely not something I would ever do as a career full time, because I do think it would be very stressful, but I love a good aesthetic, finding decor that fits a theme, and so the theme that I'm going for is Club 25 Cherry Noir, so lots of like dark, sultry vibes. Cherries is kind of the vibe. I don't want to spoil too much because we are going to talk about it in another vlog, but I am throwing myself kind of a big fun party, which is also really fun for my 25th. The bronzer that I'm using is this Say Amalfi light to medium super suede bronzer. I recently tried this. It's like almost brand new. I've only used it a few times and I really like it, but I feel like I'm just rambling right now, so I'm gonna finish doing my makeup. I think for outfit I'm gonna do something simple, because also we're gonna be sitting watching a movie, so jeans, boots, and a cute top, like a sweater or something, because it is still kind of cool outside. It's like starting to break into the positives. It's like 7-8 degrees out today, so definitely can wear kind of a cuter top, which is nice. All right, makeup is done. This is the look. I actually used mostly Say products. I'm realizing that a lot of my makeup routine is currently Say products. I love their stuff. It's so good. And then the lip is a MAC lip liner, and then Giorgio Armani lipstick. And I'm gonna put a gloss on top after I get dressed. I just didn't want to put a gloss on before and have it get everywhere, you know? So let's pick an outfit. I feel like this is such a basic go-see outfit for me, because it's just a fitted white button down and then my classic David Buffalo brown corduroys. I literally love these pants, and I think I'm gonna do either a little brown or a little black booty. And this is basically the look, some simple jewelry. Okay, here is the outfit. I did change into a different blouse. Same vibe, still like a white long sleeve kind of business casual blouse with my corduroys, and then I'm going to put on a oversized like black leather jacket and some black leather booties to tie it all together. But we're ready, so let's go head out and find out where we're going for dinner. I walked down the aisle to Mia and Sebastian's theme, so this is gonna be good. Yeah, you forgot that? Yeah.